feminine woman costs lots of money, right? So as y'all seen, if y'all watch my um, last live stream, I was at Twin Peaks. The playoff games was going on. I was outside enjoying myself, drinking or whatever. Um, but nowadays, femininity, feminine woman, there's a price tag on that. There's a price tag on femininity. There's a price tag on feminine woman in general. You want a feminine woman? Guess what? You gotta pay the cost to be a boss. You gotta pay the cost to be the boss. Even when you go out to places like Hooters or Twin Peaks, where I was in my last live stream. When you go into places like if you're out in Texas, Ojos Locos, it's basically like Hooters and Twin Peaks, but with a Spanish kind of appeal. But if you want women to serve you in a feminine way, you want women to cater to you in a feminine way, you got to pay. None of it is free. And no matter how much we want that to be, everyday life, no matter how much we just want that to be just the norm, it's not the norm. It's not. And if chicks, especially in America, if you got all these men with money who's willing to pay for a woman to behave, for a woman to act right, for a woman to do what they need to do, who do you think they're formulating their characteristics for? Who you think they're formulating their whole identity for? Go back and watch go back and watch my last live stream when I was at Twin Peaks and I was showing the guy with the Corvette, the guy with the Corvette that pulled up. And all the chicks, they went and they were just flocking to the guy. And that's what I mean, when I say cold approach doesn't work. What you need a cold approach for when you got it when you can just work your way into some money and then pull up with the nicest car. Cold approach where? No need to cold approach when I got money. Even on some level, you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay for the femininity. That guy with the Corvette, guess what? He paid. He paid with labor, he paid with time. He put the time and the work in to be able to afford that kind of car. So he put the work in on the back end. He put the work in on the back end, and now he's receiving, the fruits of his labor. So now that he's put the work in on the back end, now he's pulling up with the nice car. He don't have to do a thing because he already put in that work. While y'all out here cold approaching, he's putting in the work at work. He's putting in 40, 50, 60 hours or whatever he's doing, or he may be even what you call that? He may, came up with his own business or something like that. So you're gonna pay regardless. And femininity just so happened to be one of those resources that men have to pay for nowadays. And there's no getting around it. There's no hiding from it. There's no nothing. Even for you guys who want to be married, even for you guys who want to be in relationships, right? It's still going to cost. It's still a price tag on it. Do y'all even know, what the cost is to be the boss? Do you even know what the cost is to sustain a woman? Do you? How much does it cost to get a chick's nails done? How much does it cost to get a chick's hair done? How much does it cost to um, buy little miscellaneous things for women? How much does it cost to take a chick out to a fine dining restaurant? How much does it cost? A lot of men don't even know how much it costs to really sustain a woman, but then get mad when women say that they want men with who make a certain amount of money. They want these men who make a certain amount of money because there's a price tag on their femininity. There's a price tag on feminine women. You want me to be feminine, right? You want me to walk around looking pretty. You want me in shape. You want my hair, you want my hair done, you want my nails and toes done. You want that to be looking pretty for you. When we go out, you want me looking good. You gotta cough up the money. You can't be out here having, the chick sitting, looking dirty. You can't do monk mode or, you know, all this other stuff, and have your chick out here looking dusty. You can't be in a relationship and do monk mode. You can't be married and, be doing monk mode. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that at all. So to sustain a woman, back to that, you talking about nails and toes. That's easily 120, anywhere between 120 and 150 every other week. 120 to 150 every other week. So you're talking about, what's 120 plus 120? 240? 240 to 300 $240 to $300 just for a woman to get her hair and not her hair, but her nails and toes done every other week, just so she can still be looking good. Can you afford to dish out that kind of money every single month? Can you afford to dish out 240 to $300? That's a whole bill. That's a gas bill. That's a light bill, or more than that, twice the amount, right? When it comes to the hair, depending on what ethnicity, your woman is, would determine how many times she has to go and get her hair done. Some women who, European descent, a lot of, Latin chicks, they wear their hair straight, so it may not require that much to get their hair done. Or sometimes they may go to the salon. You know how much the salon costs? The salon is gonna cost around $200 to $300. Sometimes even more, depending on what you're doing. And for those of you who want black chicks get their hair done frequently. You're talking about braids, you're talking about sew-ins, wigs, um, what else? Lace fronts, all of it. That's gonna easily run you $400 or $500. Easily. Just to get a chick's hair done. And then guess what? She wanna go out too. She wanna go out to the fanciest restaurants. So guess how much that's gonna cost? And we talking about real deal restaurants. We're not talking about Chili's. We're not talking about Ruby Tuesday. We're not talking about Red Lobster. Nah. No. No, you're gonna have to cough up some bread, sir. We talking about real steakhouses. We talking about Roof Chris type spots. We talking about Hillstone type spots. We talking about hibachi type spots where the tab just for two is going to be 250, and that's not including the tip. That's not including the tip. And if y'all going out to these restaurants, y'all better be tipping 20%. Stop being cheap. But yeah, it's going to cost. So add all that up, and that's just the small stuff. We're not even talking about, you know, little shopping here and there. We're not talking about getting little clothes here and there. We're not talking about makeup that she may want. Some chicks, they like to wear makeup and they wear lots of makeup. And some men, they like the whole makeup look. They like for that woman to be done up every single day. Some women like to get done up every day. Can you afford her makeup bill? Her makeup is anywhere between, if she's going to a decent place like Macy's or I don't know, Ulta Beauty, places like that. Guess what? Just to get her a good portion of makeup for the month, and she she running through it if she like to do her makeup. So you're talking about anywhere between $60 and $80, maybe even more. Come on, guys. Femininity costs nowadays. You want these women to be like, yes, daddy. You want them on their knees, mouth open. You're gonna have to pay. And this is what I was saying in my last live stream. I put out a poll. And I asked men, would you pay? Would you pay? And 71% of the guys said no. 71% of the guys said no, that they wouldn't pay. But then you have guys at the same time complaining about, okay, she's argumentative, uh, she don't respect me. Oh, I can't get no woman to submit. Oh, these chicks, they out here masculine. Part of the reason why a lot of these chicks are masculine is because a lot of these dudes are feminine. Now, I'm not gonna play the side of, oh, we just finna attack the woman. No, I don't agree with that, because at the end of the day, you as a man, you have to lead. You still got to get out here and lead. Now, I understand that the women are trash out here. I understand, I get it, but at the same time, you got to stay in your masculine frame. You can't be playing tit for tat with these chicks. You can't be playing that kind of game. You got to stay focused. You got to stay in your masculinity, no matter what she's doing. Now, sometimes we all make mistakes. I've gotten out of pocket before. Women then, got me out of my frame. It happens. But the snapback need to be like that, right? So yeah, a part of the reason why a lot of these chicks are masculine is because a lot of men are out here feminine. They're not meeting expectations. They're not, you know, rising above. They're not doing what they need to do to make a woman want to, you know, basically surrender herself. So if you can't afford her nails, and this may come across as superficial, but this is what women want. Women like to be feminine. Deep down, women like to be feminine. Despite what's going on in the Western culture, in American culture, women want to be feminine. Women want to sit down and look pretty. Women want to not have to worry about, you know, bills. They don't want to worry about, having to pay this or not having the money to do this. They don't want to have to worry about that. So you as a man, if you're gonna come into a woman's life and not be able to take away most of the baggage off of her shoulders, bro, she looking at you like, what are you here for? She gonna be looking at you just like this, ninja. Like, what are you here for? If you can't even provide the basic necessity, and listen, I'm just talking about hair, nails, and toes, and little shopping here and there, food out to eat. That's the luxury side. That's the luxury side. That's the miscellaneous stuff. We're not even talking about the necessities. We're not even talking about the necessities. A lot of men out here, especially a lot of guys who are under 30, under 35, like, a lot of men out here trying to get it together. It's hard out here for both men and women. So a lot of men are still trying to find themselves. A lot of men are still trying to, you know, gain some kind of, ground in life, especially if you're a late Gen Z or older Gen Z and a younger millennial. Like it's hard, but like you can't complain about the woman, but then not be trying to put in the work. Like when you put in the work first, and then complain about the woman, then we can be like, okay, all right, it's making sense. But too many guys are complaining about the woman when they are not where you're not where you're supposed to be. You're not where you're supposed to be yet. You haven't gained enough skills to be able to talk the talk and walk the walk. Are you making a good amount of money? Are you, working your butt off? Are you working, 50, 60 hours minimum? Especially if you don't have no other obligations, you don't have no children, you don't have no no family, no woman, no none of that. You should be busting your ass, man. You should be out here working 60 hours. See, with me, I love the grind. When it comes to hair, nails, toes, bro, yeah, baby, what you need? Oh yeah, okay. Make sure you get this color for me. Yeah, I like this. I want blue on them toes. Yeah, I want something. I want this color on your hands. Yeah, baby, here you go. Boom. But I like to do that. And as a man, why wouldn't you like providing for women? Why wouldn't you like basically putting them in their femininity? Why wouldn't you? That's what men do. Provide. Men provide and make life easier for women. I don't care how y'all want to flip it and twist it and convert it or whatever. It's been like this. It's been like this. It's been like this since the beginning of time. Women have always surrendered to the kings of the world. Women have always surrendered to the men with the resources in the world. Men have always surrendered to the men in skilled trades, the doctors, attorneys, policemen, whatever the case. Yeah, it's changed drastically down, but that has always been the case. The men who can provide security. It's always been like this. So when you talk about feminine women, bro, you're not gonna nowadays you're rarely gonna find a feminine woman if you're not paying what it takes to get that femininity from that woman. If she has to worry about a bill, if she has to worry about getting her hair, if she has to worry about any of that stuff, bro, she's not going to be comfortable in her femininity. So that's what I meant when I put the poll up. Are you willing to pay to skip the line? And 71% of men said no, they aren't willing to pay. But then that explains a lot. That explains a lot. A lot of y'all are just cheap. I got to start calling y'all men out too. A lot of y'all are cheap. A lot of y'all are cheap. And you know what's funny? So when I was at Twin Peaks yesterday, just even the thumbnail that I got, right? I told the ladies, I told them to come over here and take a picture. Come over here and take a picture. And I said, I got y'all, I cash up y'all both some money to come over here, you know, and take a picture with me for my thumbnail. Like they're working. They're trading the woman at Twin Peaks. They're trading their femininity They're trading their body because they wear revealing outfits. They're trading all that for the customer's resources. So what do I look like asking them to come over to me and take a picture for free? What would that how would that make me look? I would look just like another cheapo, another cheapie. No, I don't want a woman doing nothing for free. Nothing around me for free. No. If I'm gonna let a woman do something, she gonna get paid to do it. I don't want no problems. I don't want nothing coming back around me and biting me in the butt. No, sir. So I told them, come and take the picture. Come and take a picture for the thumbnail. I got both of y'all. It was three at first. It was gonna be three chicks, but she had to go tend to a table. So it ended up being two chicks, and I cashed out them both some money for taking a picture for me. They took the time out and was very nice, very feminine, came over to me, took the picture, and I cashed out them some money. How it should be, because that was their time. They took their time out to come over and take a picture. But a lot of men, y'all think everything's just gonna drop down out of the sky and just you about to get this feminine chick just from doing nothing. Bro, who's more delusional? Who's more delusional? The men or the women? I really want to know.